Hey guys, it's me again. I've been super busy lately, so sorry that I have not been keeping up with the videos. I guess this is kind of just like an update is what's going on. Is a lot of new things, it's the end of the summer, it's gonna be fall soon, I think, and I'm kind of excited. I had a great summer. I hope you guys had a great summer. Working on that tan, enjoying the sunshine, and just, getting back to your routines. I think that mobility is super important right now to me, so a lot of the things I've been doing are mobility movements, and I'm kind of just taking it to the next step and adding a lot of weight to it too. So there's times that I'm just like, I'm feeling like super pumped from the weight that I'm adding on to the endurance moves, but the endurance moves are also just giving me a way better feeling in my entire body because of the mobility is super important. I mean, you can bodybuild just like lifting weights and certain isolation movements, but the mobility is kind of just like, taking it to the next level. That's going to make you feel like just all the way good about yourself and just make those movements even easier. So new things for me. I mean, the last video I did about gear was, I was kind of promoting the headsets that I was using was Lab, and one of them actually broke. So that's just how things work, I guess. Apparently you promote them and then they break. But the new ones I got are actually a brand called Bludio, and these ones are pretty amazing. I mean, they just last forever. They have great sound. I got them fairly cheap online. They're usually a little bit more expensive, but they were like on sale. So these were, I think I paid $20 for these ones. And then I bought another pair because I love to switch it up. So, and they were such a great deal. So I bought the black ones as well. These ones were $29, so these were $30. They're typically usually between $50 and $60, I think, but I really love them. I'm using them all like every day. I'll still use my Labs actually for when I'm doing my cardio in the morning. I'll just, it's just easier to pop those into my ear. Pop those into my ear and then just take off, and you don't have to worry about like these things moving around in your head when you're like doing super fast running cheetah moves. So I still use my Labs, my second pair, and that's kind of like my go-to for cardio, but these ones I really love. The other gym stuff I kind of just bought recently is some clothing, from also Avia. I think the brand was before that I said. It's Avia or Avia. I'm not sure. I kind of usually just call them Avia is how I pronounce it. And it's a Walmart brand too, but I think they sell their own stuff through other places as well. So they just came out with a huge line of new pants. I love what they're doing. I even bought a shirt of theirs. I usually don't really buy many shirts that are by brand names. I just go with something simple. So this is the first time I've bought an actual shirt, and I gotta say I love them. They're super breathable. They have like this mesh kind of stuff like on the top and on the bottom here. It's kind of like a bib style at the bottom, and then it's just like a nice racer kind of shirt, but without the skinny racer back, because I don't really like those. Those kind of make me feel like I have massive back fat or something. And these kind of just, you know, cover that up, like that back area, and make you feel a little bit more sexier in back, I feel like. So these ones are super nice. I think they were like $10. They're soft, like silky feeling, airy. I love these shirts. That was one of the things I've got. And then the pants are like crazy amazing right now. There's like beautiful colors. These are the pair I got that are, they're kind of a little bit on the edge of the targets, like the targets in the front or the targets in the back, which I'm like, but these ones are not just targets on your butt or your is kind of what I noticed Gymshark is doing, but these are not too bad. It's just like more on your legs, I feel like, and it accentuates more of your calf area, which is like what kind of I'm going for, you know, my muscles to pop, not my butt. So these are really nice, and they're capris. They have a little mesh on the bottom too. They're also made of nylon, which is, again, I say is like the best material you could probably make any of your leggings out of. They feel so nice and sleek, and just the thing I love though, as I said before with the Via, is that they make their pants thick. You know, not like super thin. You don't have to worry about your underwear showing or any of your bits, like, you know, showing when you're doing like bending over movements or anything like that. So the other ones I got were these cute purple ones. Oh, and they have like these little bungees on the side, which are adorable, and they're also super breathable too. So I mean, it's like bungee, meshy kind of material on the bottom, and then nylon again, and the colors are just amazing. So these are probably my favorite ones right now, these purple ones. I wear these with the black shirt, and that's just like the last pair. Well, actually I have a fourth pair coming. These ones are like the blue ones, but they're a little bit longer. And they're still considered capris because they don't go all the way down to your legs, but they have like the longer mesh at the bottom, which is still nice and breathable. And then these ones are just beautiful too. They're like a emerald kind of color. Right there. Emerald kind of color. I mean, these are just badass, basically. And they all have usually the pockets too on the sides, if you're into pockets. I'm not, but you know, they're nice to have. They're stylish. So these ones too I just got are amazing. The last pair I got I have not received yet, but they are for sure really cool looking too. They're, you know, black with red on the sides, and they're kind of the same concept. So they have these designs and then other colors too if you're interested. The other ones that I have are coming. They make another one that I kind of like as well. So I mean, just a heads up, is Via's got a ton of stuff out there right now that is just gorgeous colors and stylish. And I gotta say again, their pants are just built for working out. I mean, they're not the type of pants you wear to just look pretty at the gym. They're the type of pants to look pretty and, you know, kick some butt. So definitely recommending those. So, you know, and the other thing is diet. I mean, diet wise, lately I have been kind of giving in, and I have been eating some sugary things every once in a while. You know, I had like a little piece of cake the other night, or donuts. 3 donuts. I did have like ice cream too, so, you know, I'm trying to like get back on to, you know, I've been good the last few days, and I, you know, put a stop to like that habit basically, because I feel like once you give in to like something sugary, you know, once is okay, but like if it becomes a habit, then you need to kind of nip that in the bud. So, you know, and I don't feel too guilty about it either, because personally, I haven't lost any more weight, but I haven't gained any weight either. So I'm pretty sure that, like, I'm just gonna stay at where I'm at, and if I do gain weight, it will probably definitely be muscle mass. And I kind of want to go that way, because I still have fat reserves to burn, but you know, I'm kind of feeling like my muscle mass is maybe declining maybe a little bit, and it would be nice to just get, you know, bigger. So I have been super busy. I am most likely taking on a full-time job here soon, and that means, unfortunately, I will not have as much time to do this kind of video stuff for my fitness. I will continue to try and get it done, and you know, sometimes like just do some vlogging, I guess. Get some of my gym workouts in there, because unfortunately, if I'm working a full-time job, I'll probably be doing less time in the gym, which is more like normal for people, I guess, because my workouts are consisting of about 4 to 5 hours some days. And they'll probably be cut back to about 2 to maybe 3, depending on how much I can push through. But I've built so much endurance and strength at this point, I think that I will be okay with that, and that my training will still continue to go pretty far. I mean, that's ultimately the goal, is just to continue on and do this for the rest of my life. So I'm not too worried. I'm actually pretty excited about change in life, I guess. Change in my schedule, change in my habits. And I think it's going to be, you know, kind of scary, but it'll be good for me and good for, you know, the next step in my life. So hope you guys enjoy the vid, and I will try to see you in the gym. It's gym time! Okay, so this week I have been doing a lot of full body kind of stuff. I'm getting back to my routine of doing full body, and I'm still focusing on certain things too, like legs, a lot of back movements I'm incorporating, because I was having trouble with my shoulder, and I noticed that if I incorporate more back, then I'm just going to be way better at a lot of my other movements. So that, I feel, has been kind of a weak spot for me, and I've been focusing at least 1 or 2 back movements in one day. So these are suicide lunges. These I like to do after a set of squats. They just kind of like pop your freaking quads, and I mean, it's just a little something extra on top of squatting. It gets a nice stretch too, and that second hop is just killer on your legs. Here's a back movement I would do usually if I want to do some compound lifting back movement. I really like these. These are actually really nice on your glutes too, that stretch. I'm kind of a little weak on snatch, so I just, dedicated a day of just throwing this bad boy up and really getting that snatch movement down. You have to push a lot of power from your hips to throw that up, and I did get about 15s on there at one point, so that's kind of going up for me too. Shoulder presses, I feel, if I want to do a little chest, because if I'm doing a lot of back, chest is always going to have to be incorporated in there, and I have been working my shoulders a lot lately, so that could be why I'm hurting in my back. As you can see too, you can kind of get like those last couple reps in with a little bit of a hop and push. That's kind of like something I've been doing lately too, just to get those last couple reps in. I won't lie, I was having some pretty bad issues with my hip flexor. My left side usually is the one side that's kind of messed up. So I noticed though right away is like when I started doing box lunges, that was a huge mobility movement for me. And it just made it a lot stronger. I could tell right away that there was issues there and that I could feel that I was using the right muscles to kind of break it up and strengthen that area. On top of it though is, so I started out with just, you know, some light weights, and now I've moved up to about 40 pounds on these. I'll still usually do like a warm up too before I just, you know, decide to throw on some weight. And then I'll just like, you know, combo this with the behind the head press, you know, hitting those shoulders again, but then the back side at this point. And more suicide lunges. This one's kind of more of a stretch. It's a lot easier to do with this little amount of weight, other than the big like barbell one. And then I'll usually combo these with superset, these with just box lunges without the weight. I'm focusing more on the endurance and cardio on these, and trying to do the, you know, back and forth kind of movement, like Running Man. These, I saw that these are actually considered a good mobility movement for runners. So, you know, it's kind of like a kickboxing, kick in the air kind of feeling. It also is super intense. It's really hard to get up there, and what I try to do is hold it a little bit longer up in the air. This is leg raises. I've been doing weighted leg raises usually on the other kind of incline bench. These though, these aren't really so much for your abs, I feel like. It's just kind of like throwing your hips. You do use a lot of momentum, and it's nice though. I feel like you still get like a different feeling hitting your abs and your legs. So try it out sometime. The TRX face pulls, I feel like, are a lot different than just the rope pull. You are using a lot of gravity resistance, so it's just like another different movement that feels nice, especially on my shoulders and back. So I've been trying to do these a lot more instead of the weighted ones. Also back row too, you know, you might as well hit that while you're there. This is the dumbbell snatch, and I love this movement. I probably could be a little bit better on my form because I just started doing this, but it is amazing. You feel it throughout your entire body. It takes a lot of core stability, a lot of hip thrusting as well, so you feel it all the way down your body. Basically, you're not actually feeling it so much in your arm. I mean, I get like a little bit of in my arm when I bring it down to my shoulder, but it's mostly going to be your core. Farmer's walk is another kind of mobility thing I've been doing, especially with all my shoulder work.
I feel like the farmer's walk, it just kind of like pulls all those muscles down, and you actually do use a lot of core strength too still by doing this. I feel like it's a good thing to finish with all after you've done a bunch of shoulder work. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time in the gym.